Rerouted my tree sum, go back to the right side to pick up these strongbox nodes as I'm starting to grab those. Kind of just tacking on generic mechanics. So strongboxes, shrines, that sort of stuff is pretty nice. You know, things that give loot and also give experience. Another Keurig mask, we're going to grab a Mesa from him and check his shop. Oh, Iceberg is new, we'll take that. Keurig will just get you to Atlas completion. Without any difficulty, he'll get you to 105 out of 115. You know, the unique maps get a little fucky, unfortunately, but he'll get you most of the way there. Oh, Ghost Rides. It's kind of fun. Rank 4 movement speed crafts. That's pretty nice, so if I get boots that just don't have move and have everything else I want, then we're in the money. That's such a good amulet. It's so good, but it doesn't have any stats. I need dex. It kills me to see this. We're gonna grab it anyway. If I could, I don't know. We'll figure that out. Oh, Maven's back to witnessing things, because I'm in tier 10s again. Tier 10s and 11s, I believe, is what Maven's currently interested in. Conversion rank 1 craft on gloves. So that lets me, I believe, convert damage types, like Fizz to Lightning, whatever. It does occupy a roll slot, so it's a little bit strenuous at the moment, but in general, I'd like to be able to do that. If I take off my amulet, I am missing, how much? 3 decks. Okay. So, not a lot of decks. Is that... Oh, I have an open suffix on my helmet. We could just slap on some decks then. And now my amulet is free. I think I'm going to put on the mana and then damage taken recoup, or should I do mana and regen? I think regen might be a little bit better in most scenarios. Let's do that. I do have some oils from our one blight map. Is it enough to anoint anything? Warcry power, knockback distance, wands, retaliation skills. Yeah, it's not a very large bevy of options here. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Path of the Hunter actually does give me dex. That legally does something. Could free up a suffix on something. It actually lets me put on a hybrid roll of lightning and chaos on my helmet here, which I believe is enough to chaos cap me. I am now capped chaos res and still okay on dex. That's pretty good. Well, while we're here, let's do some gambling. Rings are 3,000 and gloves are 2,000. I wanted to do rings for Astral Projector, but the gloves are way more likely. This is like shockwave talk. Maybe I'll just do rings, because there's a larger bevy of fun things you can hit for rings. You can hit like good amethysts. Oh, a Ventors. That's a terrible Ventors, but it is a Ventors. Jungle Valley. Let's do Dig. I don't have Dig yet. Thank you, Keurig. What else you have for sale? Anything I'm missing? Ah, Moon Temple. Nice. Filling out the gaps of missing things. Scriptorium. Perfect. Level 86, we're just going to be re-grabbing Lightning Walker. And then after that, our remaining 13 points are just going to go into defensive stuff. Mana. Mostly mana, honestly. Another infamous Sanguinomancer, huh? She has a blood-soaked medallion, which we do not want, but maybe we'll want some gear off of her. Yeah, I mean, this right wand has some enticing stuff. It might be better. We'll grab it and see if it is better. Oh, cool, proc shield. Here we have the Garukon map fight. It's the one with the tornadoes and the invisible thing, so just like a little gimmick fight. 4 phases that I cannot blow past. Ooh, Titan Gauntlets, isn't that? No. No, it's not Empire's Grasp. Fuck, I think it may be the same base type. I can't remember, but in my heart, that was close. Okay, let's see. Our DPS here is 9.8. Right wand goes to 9.5. So it is close. If I were to swap out the put on cast speed, would it make up the difference? The big thing is I'm gaining mana. You know, I like the fact I'm gaining mana. And it is, yeah, it's just better. It's just a better wand. So, great. Plus we gain mana. You really want to, if you're playing any sort of hybrid life mana build, you really want to have fucking close to tier 1 mana on your weapons if possible. You can get a atrocious amount realistically. If you're talking perfect and endgame stuff, you're looking at over 200 mana on each weapon. But, you know, we're not going to be reaching those levels anytime soon or ever. There's Moon Temple, which is the Solaris side of Act 8. Ah, there's betrayal on this map. So I could be assassinated at any moment. Oh, there it is. Ah, we've got some unique maps for the first time. We have a couple. We've got some red missions from when the Keurig thing. But we do see on pillars here Get one unique map, Pillars of Arun. So we're gonna, you'd like to always pick unique maps if you see them that you don't have, because they're just typically more sparse than standard maps. So definitely gonna grab those bad boys. Each unique map, for the most part, is also an Atlas passive, which is what we care about. They're not particularly rippy, but yeah, there's some of them you have to watch out for sure. Each of them has a unique gimmick. Pillars of Arun, you hop from platform to platform, and then you fight a weak boss. The part that can get you, I guess, is when you're hopping to these platforms, you can get kind of focus fired down, but as long as you have a movement skill, it's not terrible. You should be able to get through them pretty quickly, like this, and then you'll just have no issue. Alright, here's the arena. So now we're going to experience the boss in a moment here. You have to look away. It's like a petrification gimmick, but he's going to die at such speed that it's kind of irrelevant. It does have a unique exclusive drop, which he did not drop this time, but there's a unique that is just droppable in this map, so that's kind of cool for collection purposes. There's also some map atlas unlocks behind unique maps now, so you do have to do them for Heric stuff. We have in the yellow tier Obas. This is, on paper, a lethal map, because it has a literal one-shot mechanic in the map that if you don't clear the map in time, you just get insta-killed. It's really hard to fuck this up. I'm going to preface that. But if you were to fuck this up, you would just be dead. So because it is timed, right? So the whole thing is you just have to clear each area fully before moving on to the next. Otherwise, you just splat. We have really good clear, so it shouldn't be an issue, but there are some areas with, like, necromancers, and you might see them, like, resurrect a thing in the back or, you know, something like that. The actual lethality of the area comes with the fact that every level you go higher, it does inherently gain an eye level to the zone, making it a little bit more difficult. So, yeah. So even, like, here, it doesn't open the door until I killed that last mob. Mercs help a lot. They help because they're like bloodhounds. They'll track down enemies pretty well for you. There's some concern to be said about the fact that this is a 77 and it's going to reach like tier 16 status or tier 17 status. But we should be okay. And if we die in Obas, that's, you know, that's God's plan. That's a righteous death to die in Obas. You'll know you finished it when there's the green text on screen. So no green text means I missed something. It's this one mob over there. There's my green text. Now I'm good to move on. Yeah, until you see that green text pop up, you just keep clearing. There's my text. Nope, that's not my text. I've missed something. See a necromancer in the back. Causing issues. Tale of the time. There we go. Ooh, there's a jungle valley, but I want to wait to get it. Because again, I'm timed here. Yeah, save the looting for the end. Watch out for these blue packs in here. There we go. Alright, so that's the end of Obas technically. Here's the actual end, though. So, you get a really good craft suffixes can't be changed. It's really useful for meta crafting. It requires divines like we talked about earlier, but you have to actually pop these chests. So just be careful when opening these chests, because it could get a little bit spicy in a closed, confined area. There we go. The loot from the chest is quite mediocre, I would say. Now I'm going to go back and grab that map I missed. Any more Kyrix that are cool? 6-socket recipe. Oh boy. It's time to fight Katava again. Hey, we got Acton's Nightmare, another unique map. Let's bang that one out. Acton's is a funny map. It's a unique map with a gimmick like all of them. Everything respawns until you kill the final bosses. So you just kind of walk to the final bosses and then you leave. If you want to full clear the map, you can. There's really nothing inherently special about the loot here. It's not like augmented in any way that matters, but the one cool thing is I'd recommend checking out. If you ever run Actums, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it's one of the only maps that has this really special custom music that they had made for it many, many years ago. So whenever you do Actums, make sure you crank up your music if you want to experience something kind of cool and new. Alright, here's the boss. Now there are two necromancers that, funnily enough, can resurrect each other, which is not necessarily the case. You'll sometimes see one of them res the other, and then the fight just keeps going. They didn't do it this time, so we're safe, but they can. The core map is just terrible. It's nothing more than the final part of Act 4. Just the three small bosses in Malachi. Don't you love it when your mercenary Baknar Gostis just gives you a little shout out, you know? can feel in his heart that he's a big Guadalupe supporter. 87, so I can grab a Lightning Walker back once again. Picking up a really fun little cluster, which is the backup cache. Makes all the currency drops in your strongbox as duplicate. So we always have a strongbox. They're always rare and corrupted. There's even a chance to be reopenable, and now they always drop double currency. We have a lot of these scouting reports, and if we're looking for missing unique maps, we've done a couple. We could do things like hit these singular scouting reports, and it's going to reroll on each individual page at least one unique map. And the fun part of this is if you have multiple different tiers of heroic missions, you get to basically get 3-for-1 value. So like in this case, I've got 1 white, 6 yellows, and 3 reds. So I still actually need Maelstrom of Cash in the yellow tier. So if I do this, activate, I get my shop reset, which is great to, like, you know, check for new maps if I need any. So in this case, it's a shipyard, fantastic. And then I could also get 3 free rerolls effectively because everything has to reset. So it's like extra bang for your buck. You always want to be using your scouting reports if you have adequate amounts of missions remaining, so you could get the most value from them. This unique map, Maelstrom of Chaos, is just like a big angry ledge that has a Merval boss fight, but it's really just a callback to the pre-mapping era of Path of Exile 13 years ago, where the instance area that you would reset for the quote-unquote endgame was called Maelstrom of Chaos. Another Atlas passive. We're kind of working our way to this bestiary cluster that lets us get extra value out of our beast, which is pretty sweet. Boom. Any others? Oh, perfect. There you go. Care Blade. Another yellow tier that gets us a reroll. More shop resets equals more missing maps we can purchase. I just got hit by that Ice Nova in the strongbox, and I just have to be a little bit careful that I shouldn't be standing as close. I thought I was far enough away, but I just clearly wasn't. Here is the recipe for cannot roll attack mods. Very nice for making caster weapons. Careblade boss can be spooky. They're just 3 big angry dogs if you know, got shit on by standing still. That would kill you. Flame Blast, obviously don't stand in that. You can just use, like, you know, your basic gamer knowledge. Don't stand in bad. Fun part is they just drop a bunch of maps at the end, which is kind of cool. Oh, no, we're good. Okay. Walked into a pack way too early. What is with me finding infamous Sanguinomancers? It's like a crazy ratio.
I hope you're not here to carry
and it's the exact same fucking blood-soaked amulet. What the hell? Probably could have cleared more around the area first, but they're not super spooky for me. I'm going through my low-tier maps, and I'm actually just missing Tier 6 Lava Lake. And once I have that done, I have all white and yellows done. So Tier 6 Lava Lake is all I'm missing, and I do believe we could probably grab that pretty easily. The Explorer Scouting Report, which gives me maps I haven't completed yet. Oh look, it's a lava lake. You'd like to, if you can, save your scouting reports for as long as possible. Kind of like just all currency for mapping, you want to save it as long as possible because it gains value as you progress. But you know, if we could just have this finished up so we're officially in red maps without, like we're in red maps so we could do red maps, but we haven't run any red maps yet. I want to clear off everything else first. Cuando, Guadalupe. De amor, Guadalupe. Muchacha sucia, Guadalupe. Donde está Guadalupe? Hey look, it's Katava again. This time he's ghosted though with a rogue's grip. Definitely makes him spookier. I don't think spooky enough for us. All I fear is packs of magic mobs that are going to kill me when I turn a corner. Okay, Katava dead, Lava Lake done, and with this we have finished yellow maps. Yeah, so now we can just basically retire the character, never touch red maps, and we'll live on in infamy. Do some ring gambling. Show me uniques. Show me astral projector. There's a Ramiro's? What's it called? Ramirez banquet. Oh, and then also a Prospero's protection. Oh, we're lagging. Whoa, we're lagging catastrophic. We're just flatlined. The annoying part about red maps is to get their completions, you have to corrupt them. So we've got a map like this, which is perfectly fine. And now we have to val it, and by valing it, we risk crangling it into something else, which is why it's annoying progressing through red maps. This one did not change, which is great. We don't want them to change, but sometimes it takes you a little bit longer to get the red map progression because, not because you don't have the maps, because you're either the out of the vowels or the specific maps you need to end up getting doinked into something other. So red maps is a step up in difficulty. It's a step up of inherent power in the enemy. Things will hit harder. There's a new mod pool and role pool for map mods themselves. Life will just be slightly more difficult, but it should be okay. You know, death is around every corner, as usual, but we just try not to eat shit. I'm being betrayed against my will. I did not consent to this, but I'd rather deal with the fortification here than get almost assassinated at some point. So, if you don't want to deal with the assassination, you could just leave one of them up, like Riker's up there, and I'll never spawn anything else, because we never actually progress the story. We do have red map mercs now, which is going to be a little bit spookier, maybe. Okay, here's the boss fight. Silo. It's, what's his name? What the fuck is his name? What is his name? Valenta. Valenta in Act 10. There you go. I was trying to fucking blank. It's a similar fight. 3-phase, dive bomb, yada yada. Don't stand in the beams. That's the entire fight. I'm getting Maven witnessed, though. Oh, we're lagging, so let's pause. This is the hardcore lag tech now, and wait for the MS jiggles to end, and then we should be good. Yep, that's the OP of pause, I guess. Now there's Two-Hearted Hunt, which has a 50% chance when you capture Red Beast to get like a random amount of refundability. Okay, next red map, and it's changed. No regen. Yeah, we're not gonna do those. So this is where you get those maps where it's like, you've taken my map from me, kind sir. And that's kind of a bummer. So you make it so you're happy. It's like, alright, this map is good, and good, cool. Didn't get milked that time. Frost Ambusher with an Eye of Malice. I think it said maybe unique? No. That's a 6-link though, but it's just like catastrophically wrong colors. The corrupted 6-link, that is very much not usable. Funny though, because it is armor ES. So you could argue that using the corrupted color craft, there's a decent chance I will hit the correct combination that I need, which is 3-3. You know, like it's not terrible odds. The chest itself isn't super great, so it's not really worth using in that way. I mean, I can't even see what the red beast is I'm fighting because of the goddamn colors. Oh, it's a snake. There's Stormburst totems are just too much visual clutter. Okay, boss time. Can't really see what's going on over here. It's Ghosted Malagaro and it's Maven witnessed. Alright. Well, avoid ground effects and we should be okay. There we go. We have another Maven fight. A little invitation action here. The Crucible. 1, 2, 3. Totems are down. I run around. Maven's doing stuff and things. Alright, and I think this is the last boss. Boom. Okay, another Maven invitation done. Easy peasy. So, what we could do for this body armor, just because it is a 6-link, you can do this recipe, which again would drain our vowels as far as we need them for, you know, progressing red maps. We have 20, right? What are the odds of hitting 3-3? Well, it's more int geared, but it's in strength, so pretty good. So like a 60-40 on, you would say, the blue to red sockets. You could calculate this technically, but if we did the 1 red, is there a good chance it goes 3-3? I would say it's decent. So how many vowels or how many attempts do we want to sink into this? Like, there's sunk cost fallacy as far as the more I go, the more I want to go. I think we're going to do 2 attempts. And if I don't get it 2 attempts, we're just going to sell it and be happy. Okay? So, attempt number 1. We didn't hit. We hit 1 extra red, which we cannot really use. We have Spell Totem, Multi-Totem, more duration. We could put in an extra red link, but we wanted to do crit damage. Okay, so we're going to do one more attempt. We did hit it. All right, so we are now on a 6 link that we cannot control or augment, but it still keeps us Chaos Captain. It has an amount of life on it, which is fine. Our body was not good, really, so this is like not much of a step down or whatever. Alright, so we're going to grab ourselves a crit damage here, and we've just now gained a ton of multi, basically, for little to none investment. Their mana cost won't really go up at all. Our mana cost goes from 17 to 22, negligible, but our DPS is going to jump a ton from that amount of multi. And this is only a low-level one with no quality, so you can imagine it's going to be even higher. This is a pretty big damage increase. This is gonna feel substantial. Also sell off our body armor we were just like tossing links on for the memes, because we just don't really need that, and we're gonna rather now try to craft eventually one on a proper base with high tier rolls and eye level. I'm gonna get assassinated again here because this fucking place has betrayal against my will. Yep, there it is. They love trying to assassinate me. There's a man leaf blowing outside, and if I die, I'm going to blame him. Alright, boss fight. It is Piety. Like the act... What act is this? Act 4 Piety boss. Maven witness, but doesn't really do much. Ooh, double map drop. Just keep riding the train up. We're now doing tier 14s. You know? Just doing red maps. We're red mapping. Oh, it's... okay, yeah, I guess we're in 14th. So we have begun now to get our Egon progression for the endgame expansion content. Just clicking the memory tiers. This is going to mean we now can progress that story for the incarnation bosses. Wouldn't feel super duper comfortable doing that, but it wouldn't be terrible. The upside is you have a really strong amounts of, like, the loot from those bosses is quite powerful. So that'd be very interesting to snag some of that. In our continued effort to basically kill off Guadalupe through doing riskier content, I think we'll probably go do that.